Oh there. So yeah, today was, I wouldn't say a tough day, but it wasn't like I was expecting. Um, Woke up like 5:30 a.m. and, like even though I woke up 5:30, and like today my train session is like, I think it's the shortest of the week, the more like concise of the week, the shortest one. I still like once I finished, I was like in a rush, and I hate like that feeling. It's not good, like because every time that I left my house, I was like, am I missing something? Like that shit. When they're doing something like in a hurry and like, am I missing something? I don't like that. But anyway, I got there, and like I'm just used to the whole bus thing and like the whole trajectory, like to get the whole ride to get to work. And, you know, that was a good training session, by the way. It was a really good training session. So I got there, and then I forgot my bottle of coffee there on Friday. So, yeah. So once I got there, like I had no coffee, and like that was good, because it was like a really, because once you're like so used to like drink coffee or like anything, like any type of stimulus, you kind of become addicted, you know. So it's good like to have like one day off, you know. So I got there was 8 a.m. So I got there, like I was really in a hurry to take a shit. That was the first thing, like fuck everything, like when like the primal needs comes in, like everything can just wait. Got there, like was a really a really good session. I was just at peace, once I finished. So I did one thing. I meditate there, like, and it's because like my working hours start at 9, but I got there like 8. So like, yeah, why not? So like I did 10 minutes, and like it was a really good session, because like there's the resting room there, and like everybody they're just like minding their own business. They don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about them. So like it's perfect, I'm just cool there, and yeah, there's some noise, but like even like the noise, like, it's a good, it's a good object of attention, you know. So I did that, and like I was kind of rattled a little because like during the weekend I built the SOPs, and like I was like fuck man, I gotta use it. So I got there, and like problems. So like my earphone, which is this thing here, wasn't like plug it plug it plug plug it in plug plugged in. It wasn't plugged in, so like I wasn't being oh fuck I wasn't able to call the leads with the earphone, and like the speakers kind of bad, the quality. But I was like, fuck man. So I stayed like, no kidding, like 30 minutes, like trying to solve this shit. 30 to 45 minutes. Like I have the physical dialer there, like that old shit, like old school shit. Like all, but like like nowadays, like almost no one like picks up like a random call, like especially like in the US is different, but like here in Brazil, no, like it's just WhatsApp. So yeah, but I start calling them, and like most of them they don't pick up. The ones that do pick up, they already have the service, and like that's no, that's a shit that is not even of me. Like it's from other department, and like I don't have control of that shit. So deal with that, right? And then I dial, and then what happened was like my ship my ship is new, so like I got blocked, so I couldn't dial anymore. I was like fuck, man. And then I started to dial like using my personal number, but I didn't like today. I didn't make any sale. Like I didn't close anyone. And I was kind of like, like really uh, discouraged and disheartened. I was like, ah man, fuck that shit. Because I must be honest, I don't like the type of customers that I'm dealing. I don't like that. I got you like in the beginning, like once like when I started, like remote sales. Like I was like, man, I don't want to know about business. I don't want like not too complicated. I want like my thing is B2C. But the only offers that were available, like to me, since I was just a beginner, was like B2B. Like I had to get some experience. So like cold calling, AI automations, B2B. Like I was like, fuck, like lead generation especially. And I mean, in the beginning, it sucks, but like after a while, I got used to it, and like I understand, like it's more like straight to the point, you know. And I mean, yeah. So I got used to that, and like I started liking that, you know. I was like, yeah, man, like it's interesting. There's some dicks here and there, but that's just part of the game, right? Like regardless, not even in business, in life, there's good people, there's bad people, there's idiot people, there's ignorant people. That's just life. But like the most part of them, they're normal. Like they're like they have a certain like level, like a basic level of understanding and like of intelligence. And like this type of customers that I'm dealing with, like their basic level is like more below that, and I don't like. I'm honest, man. I don't have patience for that. Of course. Like I'm I'm in a professional environment, so I'm not gonna say shit to them. But like fuck, man, what a waste of my time. But the good thing is I have the freedom to go after my own leads. So like fuck that shit, you know. Because I still have find a way of like source these leads and like build a script. So like that was the shit I got. I got there, did all that shit, and then once I got back home, I still had to build the script. But I still like I got one girl, but like she didn't sign up. Like some documents were missing. Like I like yeah, you can say that I did like one sale. But I don't like for me it's only a sale once I see the signature. Like that's a sale. Like everything that is not like the signature is not a sale. So, but like there are some guys they say yeah. I mean because I was like like calling and then saying an audio. So like with that I was just burning my time like for nothing and getting like basically no ROI. So like, I was like, no, this time's gonna be different. I'm just gonna call them. The ones who pick up, I'm gonna send a message and that's it. You know. And I did that, and like there were like 4 or 5 guys that said, yeah, you can send me the information. I sent the information. They just ignored. But like it still was better than just like call everyone and just send a message. Like was better. Um, so once I finished the morning shift, I got to the lunch break, and I'm taking lunch anymore. I'm not having lunch anymore. Got there, I did the exercises of improving English, and I read. Did I read? Did I read? Oh shit, I can't remember. Did I read during the lunch break? I think I did. I think I did, but like, yeah, I think I did. But I slept for 15 minutes, and then I started applying for offers. At least one, like, but like I applied for like four or five, but I still must put more volume. I know. Like this, like it's like the echo of David Goggins' words is like it's still like in my mind. The things that I listen, like I must do. It just sucks. It just sucks, and I must do it because it's my life. Like it's the path that I chose. So like fuck that shit. You know. I must do it, and like that's the only thing that matters. There's distractions. Like I admit that like I'm weak when it comes to like world wideness things, like especially lust, sexual lust. But that's just how it is, and I'm learning how to cope that. But no, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking lie. The purpose of this is being real, being real. But and like not only that, there's other things, But like little by little, I'm just honing into the goal. Like that's the only thing that matters. So I applied for offers. I got back, and then I started dialing again, and but it comes to a point where you know, like because my supervisor, like I can't complain. Like all of them, they're nice, like they're cool, And I mean, he's fun, man. Like he's just fun, I like him. He's a funny guy. Like he's really good supervisor, He say, yeah, man, why don't you try this? Like, just call the B2B, like call like search, like old school shit, Google Maps, like barbershop, like I don't know, dentist, like just do it. Like yeah, how about the script? And then he gave me a script. I was like, because it's different, like the way he, because I have the background, like, but of course he didn't mention that. He asked about it. Like, yeah, and there was a part, like a very interesting part that, like, it was kind of weird, because they bought like Coke, Coca Cola. They bought that, and like I'm not drinking, like it's just because I, I'm following a diet, like with the things that I have, and I don't want to mess it up, and like I'm used to that, like I'm just used to just do the right thing, and I don't want to just fuck that up, Like it's not like I want anymore. It's just like it's too much work. Like for me, it's too much work do wrong. Like I just prefer doing right. It's automated. So he asked me like because like when I'm there, most of the times I'm not saying anything. I'm just quiet. I'm just listening. And like when I do ask something, it's related to the work, or maybe yeah, basically that. Like when they say some joke, I find it's funny. I laugh and I smile and like that's it. But like I don't talk about myself at work, because I made that mistake like once in the past, and like the results wasn't good. So yeah, and so he asked me, like my supervisor, like do you drink Coca Cola, like soda, like I swear, man, like everyone, like there's him, more two guys and a girl. Yeah, him, or two guys and a girl. Like Like it's just like four people. Like they were like working, but all of them they just stopped what they were doing and they were literally like no like I felt weird. I was like like normally I don't feel nervous, but like in social contexts. But like it was weird, Like no, like why? Like I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't feel like it. Like like he said like so like are you on a diet? Yeah, I mean kind of yeah. Like so do you eat like grass? Like no, it's just food, like rice, beans, like meat, tomato, like salad, things like yeah, swa, a little bit of swa, like and yeah, but it was fun, like I don't know, man. It was like when they look at me, it was like I was some fucking animal from a zoo. But yeah, so I called it, and like the list is not good, because I call like five guys, like four guys, like most of the guys don't pick up, guys and girls, 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 like they don't pick up, and like the ones that do pick up, like four of them were like, I'm already a client. I'm not interested. Like, if they say that I'm not interested, okay, that's fine. Like, I prefer that because I already know, like, okay, no, it's an answer, right? But, like, once they say, like, I'm already a client, because I wasn't supposed to get these leads because they were supposed to have some system to filtrate that. So I don't have to call the guy who's already a client. But, like, he's not on my control. So I can do shit about it, and I just waste time and energy. But yeah, and I do realize that they pick up like more in the afternoon, the afternoon time, yeah, that period, which makes sense. But he said like, yeah, man, like you have the freedom to test things out. So yeah, and yeah, man, I'm used to that, but and I have some glimpses, like some thoughts, like some quick thoughts of shit, man. I should just leave this shit. Like I admit that, but it's just like one of the voices inside my head. Like again, it's normal. It's like something automatic of the human system, right, to prevent you from failure. But I'm just not gonna fucking listen to that voice. I know that this is not forever, but like for now, it's necessary. So that's why I'm still like applying for other offers, on-site offers, as I said, because like due to the currency difference, like it's just like it's unfair how much more money I can make working for a you know USD uh, uh, payment based payment. Fuck. USD payment compared to BRL. Like the currency is just nuts. So yeah, like just so you understand like what I'm saying here, there was this girl that I called. She worked in the company. She worked there, and I fucking called like she was on my list. Like I see her because I don't pay attention, but like she recognized me. Like, yeah, you're the guy, from the group. I'm like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, that's the level that I'm talking about, bro. But yeah, nuts. So after that, I just finished the day and took the bus. This time I took in time. Like was there in time. Once I was, getting back home, I read a lot. Like, it was a really good session. And yeah, and then once I got home, I had to, build a script. I didn't even have time to apply for offers. But yeah, yeah, this beginning, it just sucks, and because like I'm the only guy that is doing like the cold outreach, even though like they kind of show some interest, like because in the spreadsheet, like it's saying like they no they did like um the process to see if their address is like doable, if it's feasible, but like when I call them, they don't know the name of the company, so it's different, territory. The map's not the territory, so it's hard, you know, it's hard. But I won't fucking give up. I will figure it out. That's the only thing that I know for sure. So yeah, man, that was it. Average day. Take care.